Lisa Kelly, known for her exploits on ice road truckers, quickly became a fan favorite after her debut. However, only a few people know about the personal tragedy she's faced. From her near-death experiences on the show to losing some of her colleagues in a fatal accident, Lisa has undeniably gone through some tragic low moments. Despite this, she remains committed to the trucking profession. Join us as we uncover what you didn't know about Lisa Kelly. While viewers sit back to enjoy the thrills of the icy roads, each truck driver on the show has faced near-death experiences. This, of course, includes Lisa, who continues to thrive in a male-dominated industry. One of such experiences came during Season 3 while driving through Adigan Pass. Behind the wheel, Lisa found herself in a tight situation when she had to pull into a narrow space to let two trucks pass safely.
Across this lake, but what's between the shore to shore?
Although her decision prevented any collisions, it put her in a tricky position, with her truck dangerously close to the edge of the icy road. Despite the scare, Lisa managed to reach her destination on time without any damage, proving her ability to handle high-pressure situations. But it didn't end there. In Season 4, Lisa experienced the most terrifying incident in her career. While driving on a snow-covered road, Lisa suddenly swerved to avoid an oncoming plow truck. This quick reaction saved her from a head-on collision, but caused her truck to slide into a ditch. Luckily, both Lisa and her truck came out unharmed. The incident also didn't go into Lisa's trucking record, as it was deemed an unavoidable accident. Truck driving is a profession where equipment reliability is critical, and one thing no truck driver can ever predict is mechanical failure, irrespective of the precautionary measures taken. On the show, Lisa once faced a daunting mechanical issue while transporting a 100-foot-long pipe to Prudhoe. During the trip, the extra-long dolly used to transport the large load suffered some misalignment issues, causing it to swing dangerously during turns. Despite her expertise, the issue was too complicated to fix on her own, forcing Lisa to pull over for assistance. Unfortunately, the unscheduled stop and her cautious driving cost her time. Even though she did not deliver on time, Lisa made it to her destination safely. Lisa Kelly's near-death experiences continued in Season 5 when she completed one of the biggest challenges on ice road truckers. She was tasked with transporting a 16-foot wide steel building frame from Fairbanks to Prudhoe. The job required a perfect execution, so she had to work closely with pilot cars to safely navigate narrow roads and sharp turns. At the final stretch of the task, Lisa took the lead, showcasing her confidence and skills. While most trips on ice road truckers are scary, some moments are even more terrifying. One of such moments was when Lisa drove across the frozen Udic Lake while hauling a rock truck, the heaviest load ever featured on the show. To add to the risky nature of the task, the load required a quick delivery. In an attempt to save time, Lisa had to drive throughout the night to make it on time. Aside from the pitch darkness that made visibility nearly impossible, the creaking ice almost turned the journey into a death trap. Despite these terrifying conditions, Lisa knew she couldn't stop, as that would increase the risk of breaking through the ice. With courage, she kept moving and successfully delivered the load on time. In addition to her near-death experiences, not many know that Lisa faced an unsettling situation some years back when rumors of her death circulated online. As one of the few women to have graced ice road truckers, Lisa's sudden disappearance in Season 6 led to speculations among her fans. During her time off, rumors began to spread across social media platforms that Lisa had tragically passed away. However, the reports turned out to be completely false. Lisa only took a break from the show to focus on other aspects of her life. The speculations about her death stemmed from a case of mistaken identity involving another Lisa Robin Kelly, an American artist who had passed away around the same time. Since her death coincided with Lisa's break on ice road truckers, people just assumed that it was the truck driver. The mix-up gained a lot of traction online, with several media outlets reporting it before it was eventually debunked. Lisa herself also made a comeback during Season 7, ultimately putting an end to the rumors. Although the rumors were successfully debunked, the experience affected Lisa. It coincided with a period when she was already dealing with enough stress from professional challenges. Balancing the pressures of fame, her demanding career, and the death rumors took a significant toll on her well-being. At some point, she considered stepping away from the show, but her passion for trucking kept her going. While many are aware of the challenges Lisa has experienced on the show, only a few know about the personal tragedies that have impacted her life. Among these, the loss of her close friend Daryl Ward stands out. It's worth noting that Daryl joined the show in its 6th season, quickly becoming a fan favorite with his decades of trucking experience.
I want to be one of the bigger players, and I know that the only way I can make it happen is to have the right players.
I've worked for a lot of people, and it'd be kind of fun to move up and kind of get more piece of the action or something.
All right, well, I guess I can make you an offer.
Although Lisa was absent that season, the two formed a strong bond in season 7, earning mutual respect and creating a partnership that resonated with audiences. In no time, their camaraderie became a significant part of the show's appeal. Safe to say, the Ice Road Truckers cast members were like a family. Despite the competitive nature of their work, they supported and relied on each other as though they were siblings. Having said that, Daryl wasn't just a colleague to Lisa, he was a mentor and a business partner. Unfortunately, their relationship was cut short on August 28, 2016, when Daryl lost his life in a plane crash near Missoula, Montana. On that fateful day, Daryl was flying a single-engine Cessna 182, which tragically crashed near the Rock Creek Airport. According to multiple sources, he was on his way to film a pilot for a new documentary-style show focused on recovering plane wrecks. The Cessna 182 went down on the south shoulder of the eastbound lane of Interstate 90, close to the Rock Creek exit. After the crash, the plane caught fire, claiming the life of Daryl's co-pilot. Immediately after the crash, the National Transportation Safety Board launched an investigation to determine the cause of the crash, but the details were not publicized. The tragic accident left a profound impact not only on Daryl's family, but also on Lisa Kelly. Beyond Ice Road Truckers, Lisa and Daryl co-own Polar Industries Ltd., a trucking business that has since been dissolved. After his death, Lisa expressed her grief in an interview, explaining how difficult it was to adjust due to Daryl's absence. On the show, Daryl usually handles a lot of things. He arranges and takes loads down really long roads to ease Lisa's burden. With his absence, Lisa was left to take care of herself. Her partner's death affected not just her work life, but her emotional world as well. After Daryl's accident, Ice Road Truckers paid tribute to him in subsequent episodes, celebrating his contributions to the show. After taking some personal time off to grieve, Lisa returned to the screen, honoring Daryl's legacy with her commitment to the profession they both loved. With the close-knit relationship and strong bond the cast members of the show had, it's fair to say an injury to one is an injury to all. Fans of Ice Road Truckers will remember Hugh Rowland for his unmatched driving skills. On the show, Rowland's experience made him a central figure, putting him on par with the likes of Alex Debogorski. His no-nonsense approach and dedication to the job made him a fan favorite and a role model for aspiring truckers. However, this changed when tragedy struck, and his career was never the same again. In 2014, Rowland was involved in an accident during a recreational outing. He was a passenger in a vehicle driven by one of the show's producers, Will Morrison, when the crash happened. According to reports, Morrison was driving recklessly and skidded into a copse of trees. The crash resulted in multiple broken bones and long-term physical impairments that left Rowland unfit to continue his physically demanding work. For someone like Rowland, who thrived on the challenges of his work, the accident was more than a physical setback. It was a devastating blow to his livelihood. Following the crash, Rowland filed a lawsuit against the producers of Ice Road Truckers, alleging negligence on their part and seeking compensation for his injuries. Now, don't get it wrong, the lawsuit wasn't only because of his job, but also the breakdown of his marriage. According to Rowland, the injuries he sustained from the accident had left him unable to perform his manly duties with his wife. He claimed that the loss of love, companionship, and intimacy led to a breakdown in their marriage. While the details of the lawsuit were not publicized, the back and forth of the legal dispute added a layer of complexity to an already heartbreaking situation. Following the lawsuit, Rowland stopped appearing on the show and was eventually fired later in 2014. Since taking a backseat from trucking, Rowland has shifted his focus on his construction company. He also spends quality time with his family while enjoying his net worth estimated to be around $2 million. However, the tragedy didn't end there for Lisa Kelly, as another colleague was arrested on the charges of arson caused by negligence. When Art Burke made his debut on Ice Road Truckers, he already had 13 years of trucking experience behind him. During his time in the show, his dark sense of humor and rugged persona won him a loyal following. However, his trucking career wasn't without its challenges.
Going through the ice was a trip.
No, 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 no!
When I first started onto the lake, the ice was all good, boy.
Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby. I'm gonna try it one more time here, bud.
Burke initially worked for VP Express, but was involved in several arguments with his boss, Hugh Rowland. With that, he left the company and switched to Lisa's company, Polar Industries Ltd. His switch proved crucial for the company, as he played a key role in their victories during the competitive seasons of Ice Road Truckers. Burke's most notable achievement after switching allegiance came in Season 8, when he delivered the final load that secured Polar Industries' victory over rival companies. Sadly, his life took a tragic turn in November 2018, when he attempted to produce a concentrated illicit substance extract. The process involved using butane, a highly flammable substance, for the extraction. During the process, the butane ignited, causing a massive explosion that severely damaged the building. The blast caused more than $60,000 in damage and displaced numerous residents. Burke himself was injured in the explosion, suffering burns to 40% of his body while he was trying to put out the fire. The aftermath of the explosion was devastating for him. In 2020, he was arraigned in court, where he pleaded guilty to arson by negligence. The court revealed that the explosion not only destroyed his apartment, but also left him financially ruined. In an interview after the hearing, he expressed deep remorse, saying everything he had worked had vanished in one heartbeat. His estimated net worth was around $300,000, plummeted due to the financial consequences of the incident. After the hearing, Burke was sentenced to 18 months of house arrest for his actions. However, as a truck driver, he was allowed to serve his sentence in the cab of his truck, which enabled him to continue working. A few years after his sentence, he moved to Prince Edward Island, seeking a fresh start away from the turmoil caused by the explosion. Speaking of fresh starts, let's find out how Lisa started out in life and the journey that eventually led her to Ice Road Truckers. Although many noticed Lisa immediately after she joined the show in Season 3, she had a different job before the fame. Prior to her television debut, she worked for a pizza delivery company and went on to become a school bus driver. While doing this, she saved some of her income and used it to pay for her truck driving lessons. Outside her job, Lisa also briefly attended college, but dropped out after obtaining her commercial truck license in her early 20s. After obtaining her truck license, Lisa began driving vans and, in no time, she gained the experience needed to drive big trucks. After a while, she got a job at Carlisle Transportation, an Alaskan haulage company. Some few years later, a big opportunity surfaced. The History Channel reality TV show, Ice Road Truckers, was looking for a female trucker. Lisa, who met all the requirements, applied and was accepted. Transitioning from a regular trucking job to being filmed while navigating some of the world's most dangerous roads was no small feat. Despite the added pressure of the cameras, Lisa remained focused and quickly became a standout personality on the show. From Season 3 up until Season 5, Lisa was the only female truck driver until she was joined by Maya Saber in Season 5. On the show, Lisa appeared in 2 consecutive seasons, but went on to take a break in Season 6 due to some personal reasons. According to the show's producers, Lisa was invited for Season 6, but she declined the offer, stating she wished to take the year off. However, she returned as brave as ever in Season 7, and was finally joined by another female, Stephanie Kustance, in Season 10. By that time, she had already begun working with Daryl Ward, who would be her partner and boss for 2 years on the show. Since the show ended in 2017, Lisa has moved on to other adventures. She revealed in an interview that she has shifted her focus to rescuing and caring for horses, a passion she had nurtured throughout her life.
It's exciting and sad at the same time, but I'm moving out of Wasilla and I'm moving to Fairbanks. And so I have to say goodbye to my ponies. Bye.
In the interview, she expressed her love for animals and how working with horses brought her a sense of peace and fulfillment. Lisa also shared details about her international travels, including attending trade shows in England, Scotland, and Ireland. While she was on the show, not many know that Lisa did some advertising and promotional work for Chevron Lubricants. After Ice Road Trucker stopped airing, she continued her role with the company. In a 16-part promo series, which aired between 2018 and 2020, she gave viewers an inside look at her life as a truck driver. Some of the series also showcased her tackling various jobs and overcoming challenges, from feeding farm animals to using an excavator to bury a water line. After the show ended, Lisa Kelly's love for trucks didn't fade. Currently, she drives a Freightliner Coronado and works for a different company, often navigating the rugged roads of northern Alaska. On the personal side of things, Lisa has also walked down the aisle with husband Travis Kelly. Travis, who is an Alaskan native and a dirt biker, has been a constant source of support for Lisa throughout her career. Together, they continue to live a life rooted in adventure, with Lisa often sharing glimpses of their life together. Lisa Kelly's journey on the show wasn't just full of near-death experiences and tragedies, it also came with monetary challenges. She mentioned in her interview that initially she wasn't paid for her appearances on the show. While this might sound like an exaggeration, it's not. She admitted that the show's producers allegedly hired her for her looks before even considering her skills. Despite this, Lisa worked tirelessly to prove herself as a skilled trucker and eventually earned her rightful place on the show. Speaking of the show, many fans of Ice Road Truckers are still curious if the show will make a comeback and if Lisa will return as part of the cast. For now, all indications suggest that the show producers have pulled the plug on the show, but we can never tell.